Good morning, it's Cindy, and it's time for my Monday school lesson. And this month I am doing a deep dive, as I do every year in November, into the concept of gratitude. And I've done this for 15 years. Every day I post something on my Facebook page, and sometimes it's just a little blurb, but I do try to tell a story each day and really think through what gratitude means and apply it in my life. And every year I look for a quote, as something to kind of frame my thinking. And I usually go on the internet and type in the keywords gratitude or gratefulness. And invariably, I get little Pinterest quotes and things that are about thankfulness and not so much gratitude, more thankfulness, thanksgiving. It doesn't matter what I put in those keywords, the search engine delivers me thankfulness quotes. But there's a difference between thankfulness and gratitude, and I've given a lot of thought to that. And my quote this year, I wrote it down so that I can give it to you verbatim. Thanksgiving is the beginning of gratitude. Gratitude is the completion of thanksgiving. Thanksgiving consists merely of words, but gratitude is shown in acts. The other night, I just gotten back from my trip, and my husband and I stopped to have dinner at one of our local Mexican restaurants, and we had really incredible service. I mean, we had a waiter who was so gracious and welcoming and hospitable and checking in on us, and every time he would come by the table, I would say thank you. We'd bring us a beverage, thank you. Refill our salsa, thank you. Do we need more chips? Thank you, right? And at the end of the evening, he brought the bill and my husband paid it, and I checked to make sure that my husband gave him a good tip, because we got really exceptional service, and I wanted our tip to reflect that. Tips, believe it or not, are optional. I know a lot of people, we have a trend here in this country that, you don't go out to dinner unless you can afford the tip. But truly, the person who is supposed to be paying the wait staff is their employer. And a tip in a restaurant or a gratuity is something that you choose to do on top of the fee that you pay for your service or your product to show your deep appreciation for the service that you received. Giving a gratuity in a fancier restaurant is always appreciated. It's kind of expected, but it is a choice. And I've thought a lot about gratuity, graciousness, gratitude, and there have been studies done on the difference between thanksgiving and gratitude. And in a nutshell, thankfulness, or being thankful or having a feeling of thanksgiving, is just that. It's a feeling. And it's momentary. It's in the moment. It's something we express. It's something that we feel right then and there. We say or do something about it, and then we move on and go about our day. And that feeling of thanksgiving or thankfulness is followed by a whole array of other emotions and feelings. But gratitude is a deep dive. It is truly looking at your life in a more contemplative and introspective way, and being filled with a sense of gratitude, appreciation for things as they are, regardless of the circumstances. You can be grateful and filled with gratitude when you're unemployed or your business is in the tank. You can express your gratitude for your life when you're filled with grief or sorrow, when your health is challenged, when you are suffering. You can still be in a place of deep and honest gratitude. So Thanksgiving is a feeling, but Gratitude is a choice that is followed by an action, and it's an option. You know, you can choose not to be grateful, just like you can choose not to give a gratuity. But gratitude is a choice that precedes an action. And what's the action? It's the decision to be content. Content regardless of the circumstances. Content whether or not the day is going your way, or if all indications are that it's going to go south. Gratitude sticks with you. It lasts for a longer period of time. It's a mindset, it's a choice, it's a decision. So those are my thoughts today. I appreciate you sticking with me for the last few minutes. And if you want to follow my thoughts on gratitude each day, you can check my Facebook page. I post it usually by the end of the day, and I will be consistent about it for the next 30 days. This is my 15th year with the Gratitude Project, and someday I'll compile some of those little stories and do a little book, I hope. But anyway, there we go. Gratitude is shown in acts, and that action is the choice to be content. Have a beautiful day. Bye.